7 Mathematics lesson brought to you by Addis Ababa City Administration Education Bureau in collaboration with Addis Media Network. And I am Zuna Makonnen. Today we are going to see algebraic terms and expressions. Algebraic terms and expressions. Students, after this lesson, you are expected to describe terms and algebraic expressions and algebraic expressions. And you are also expected to simplify algebraic expressions. Simplify algebraic expressions. Okay, now let's continue to the lesson. Before directly defining what a term or algebraic expression, let's see one concept. Let's see about variables. Let's define what variable is. Variable okay, variables are symbols or letters that represent some unknown value. Or values. Now, let's see how to use variables. Let's see example. Use variables to describe the following expressions. Use variables to describe the following expressions. Okay, the first one, 4 plus a number. 4 plus a number. So, how do you describe this expression using variables? Here, we know there is the number 4 here, plus another number, a number. We don't know that number. So, you can use any variable to represent this number. Let's say it's x. So, to describe this expression using variable, we'll describe it in this form. 4 plus some unknown number, it is x. So this will be the expression for 4 plus a number. Now let's continue to the next example. B, the product of a number and the product of a number and 6. Students, can you try to express or describe this expression using a variable? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Students, have you tried the question? Good. Let's see the answer together. The product of a number and 6. Let's just give a variable for a noun number here, a number. Let's say it y. The statement says here the product of a number and 6, so it's a product of a number and 6 is 6 times y. This will be the answer. Let's see the next one. 3 less than a number. 3 less than a number. How do we describe this using variables? Using a variable or. Here, the statement says 3 less than a number. From this number, let's say it A. From this number, less 3. So 3 less than a number means a number which is less by 3 from A. So we can describe this in this form. From A, it's less by 3 means this minus 3. Therefore, 3 less than a number is described by this form, A minus 3. Let's add one more. 4 more than a number. 4 more than a number. How do you describe this using a variable? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Students, have you tried? Good. Now let's see the answer. Here it says there is a number 4 more than a number. We don't know the number. Let's assume the number B. Let's assume B. From this number is greater by 4. Or let me repeat the statement again. 4 more than a number. So there is B here. 4 more. That means you add 4. Therefore, 4 more than a number means this. Symbolically, using a variable, we can describe it as B plus 4. This will be the correct answer. Now, let's proceed to the next part. Now, let's see the concept term or terms. Let's define first what term is. Term is this a number, a variable, or product, or quotient, quotient of a number and a variable. A number and a variable. So, using this definition, let's try to list some examples of terms. Here, the definition says a number. A number can be this. It's a term. 4 is a term. You can take any number. That number is a term. Again, a variable is a term. So you can take any variable. Let's assume it's x. X is a term. It's a term. You can take a product of a number and a variable. That means you can write in this form. 2y is a product of a number and a variable. So the product of a number and a variable, this also is a term. It is a term. Now take this one. X divided by 3. The quotient of a number and a variable also, it's a term. This will also a term. Okay, students, try this one. Is 3x plus y a term? Is it a term? Okay, this expression is not a term. As we said, a term is simply it's a combination of numbers and variables with multiplication or division sign, or simply the quotient and product of numbers and variables. Sum and difference is not a term. Therefore, here 3x plus y is not a term. 3x plus y is not a term. Is not a term. Now, a term without variable. This one. A term without variable. A term without variable. A term without variable is called a constant term. A constant term. Therefore, here, for this term, it's a constant term because it doesn't have a variable. Now, let's proceed to the next section. Like terms. Like terms. Like terms are terms that have the same variable with same exponent. Here, terms, like terms I mean, like terms are terms that have the same variable with same exponent, with the same exponent. When you say exponent, look here. If you have this variable, power of 4, the power we call it exponent. This one is exponent. So, in order to say two variables are like terms, they must be the same and they must have the same exponent. So, let's see example for this one. Example. Look this one. 3x and 4y. Are these two like terms? These two are not like terms because the variable here is this x, the variable here is y. They do not have the same variable. Therefore, 3x and 4y are not like terms, are not like terms. Okay, let's see this one. 2x the power of 3 and 3x. Are these two like terms? These two, they are not like terms. Even though they have the same variable x, when you see the exponent here it is 3, the exponent of x, you can write x the power of 1, the exponent of this one is 1, the exponent of this one is 3, they do not have the same exponent, therefore 2x cubed and 3x1, 3x I mean, are not like terms, are not like terms. Okay, let's see this one. 3xy and 5xy. Are these two like terms? Yeah, they are like terms. Look, they have the same variable. The variable here, xy again, xy. These two are like terms, are like terms. Note that all constant terms are like terms. Not all constant terms or constant terms are are like terms. That means if you have 3 and 4, they are like terms. Numbers without variable, they are like terms. Are like terms. Again here, the numerical coefficient, the numerical factor of a term, the numerical factor, the numerical factor of a term, the numerical factor of a term is called numerical coefficient. It's called numerical coefficient. Okay, let's see example for this one. Example. Determine the numerical coefficient of the following terms. Determine the numerical coefficient of the following terms. Okay, A in 3x, what is the numerical coefficient? The numerical coefficient it is 3. The numerical factor, here it is 3. Okay, again, let's take this one. What is the numerical coefficient of negative 2xy cubed? What is the numerical factor of this one? The answer is good. It is -2. The numerical factor is -2. How about this one? What is the numerical factor of xy squared? What is the numerical factor of this? In this case, xy, you can write 1xy. So the numerical factor of xy squared is the numerical factor is 1. How about this one? What is the numerical factor of negative x? The numerical factor for negative x, or numerical coefficient, here you can write 1 here. It is negative x means negative 1x. So the numerical coefficient it is -1. Now let's continue to the next part. The next part is this algebraic expression. Algebraic expression, it is a term or combination of terms using plus or minus sign. So algebraic expression is a term or combination of terms using plus or minus. Let's see example for this one. Okay. Take this one. 4x plus 2y. When you see these two, this one is a term. Again, this one is a term. These two terms are combined by plus. Therefore, this is an algebraic expression containing two terms. It contains two terms. So it is an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression. It's an algebraic expression containing two terms. Containing two terms. Containing two terms. And we call such algebraic expression binomial. We call binomial. It contains two terms, so this algebraic expression is binomial. It's a binomial. Again, let's see this one. 2x. If you take this, in the definition you can see that a term by itself is an algebraic expression, or it's a combination of terms, also an algebraic expression. Therefore, 2x is a term, it's also an algebraic expression. So it is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression containing only one term. Containing one term. Containing one term. So such algebraic expression is called monomial. It contains one term, so we call it monomial. Now let's proceed to example C. Take this one, 2x plus 3y plus 5z. As you can see, this one contains three terms combined by plus. Therefore, it's an algebraic expression containing three terms. So this it is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression containing three terms. Containing three terms. So we call it trinomial. We call it trinomial. Okay, now one question for you. This one. Take this. 3a minus 2b plus 3c minus d. Is this one an algebraic expression or not? And how many terms does this expression contains? I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Students, have you tried the question? Good. When you see this expression, it contains 1, 2, 3, and 4 terms. They are combined by plus or minus. So it contains 4 terms. We call this, it's an algebraic expression first. It is algebraic. Algebraic expression. It's an algebraic expression. Contains 4 terms. Containing 4 terms. Containing 4 terms. So for algebraic expression containing 3 or more terms, we can use the term polynomial. If an algebraic expression contains 3 or more terms, in that case we call it polynomial. So here we can say this one is it's a polynomial. Polynomial expression containing more than 2 terms. So if an algebraic expression contains more than 2 terms, we call it a polynomial. Now, next to this, we are going to see how to simplify algebraic expression. Simplification of algebraic expression. When you simplify algebraic expression, first remove bracket if you have. Remove brackets using distributive property. Using distributive property, which means if you have this form A into B plus C, using distributive property, you can remove the bracket. So here this becomes A times B, it's AB, plus A times it is AC. Using distributive property, you can remove the bracket. This is the first step, if you have a bracket. Then the next step, collect like terms. Collect like terms. Collect like terms. This means, for example, if you have this expression, 2x plus 3y minus 5x, if you have such expression, the like terms are 2x and minus 5x. So you collect these two together. That means you can write this in this form. 2x minus 5x, you put together, and plus 3y is on the other side. So you collect like terms, you put like terms together. Next to that, you add or subtract the numerical coefficient of the like terms. So next to that, add or subtract the numerical coefficient, the numerical coefficient of the like terms, which means here you collected like term 2x and minus 5x. So in this case, you add these two, 2 and minus 5. The sum of 2 and minus 5 is this. You have 2 positives and you have 5 negatives. These 2 cancels out. You have minus 3. Therefore, the sum of these two, it is minus 3x plus 3y. So these two are not like term. Therefore, you cannot add. Simply, the final simplified answer will be minus 3x plus 3y. So let's see example for this. Example, simplify the following algebraic expression. Simplify the following algebraic expressions. Okay, let's try this first example. A, let's take this one, 2x squared minus 3y plus 5x squared plus 4y plus 3. Let's simplify this algebraic expression together. Here, to simplify this expression, your first step is you put like terms together. So, as you can see here, 2x squared and plus 5x squared are like terms. So let's put them together. 2x squared plus 5x squared. So next, you have also another like terms here. Minus 3y and positive 4y. So let's put these two like terms together. First, let's write minus 3y. Here you have minus 3y again. Here you have plus 4y. This one is a constant term, it doesn't have a like term, just put it alone. Now, what's the next step? The next step is simply you add the numerical coefficient of the like terms. Here, the numerical coefficient for this one 2, for this one is positive 5. 2 plus 5. So what's 2 plus 5? 7. Therefore, the answer for this one is 7x squared. Now again, let's see these two. These two are also like terms, but here, don't forget the minus sign here, minus 3y or negative 3y. You have negative 3y and positive 4y. So what will be their sum? Minus 3y and positive 4y. The answer will be this. It's positive 1. You can see this. You have 1, 2, 3 negatives and 4 positives. This cancel out. You have only 1 positive. Therefore, minus 3y plus 4y is positive 1y. Simply you can write y. So, and again you have positive 3. This will be the final simplified answer because there is no like term here. So you leave the answer as it is. This is the last simplified answer. Now, I will give you one question for you to try. B, try this one. 3a minus 2b plus a minus 4b plus 3 minus 5. Please, students, try to simplify this expression. I will give you 20 seconds for this. Have you tried the question? Very nice. Now, let's see the answer together. To simplify this expression, just we put like terms together. 3a, the like term for 3a, you have plus a here. So let's put them together. 3a plus a. Again, here you have minus 2b and minus 4b. So these two are like terms. Let's put them together. Minus 2b and minus 4b. What else you have? Plus 3 and minus 5 here. Plus 3 and minus 5. Now, let's add the coefficient of the like terms. You have 3a here. This is a means 1a. 3a plus 1a. That means 3 plus 1. It gives you what? 4. That's right. Therefore, this it is 4a. Now, let's add these two. Here you have minus 2b and minus 4b. Here you have 2 negatives. And again you have 4 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, they do not cancel out. You will have more negatives. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, the answer will be negative 6. So minus 2b minus 4b gives you minus 6b. Now let's add these two. Plus 3 and minus 5. Here again, you have 3 positives. 1, 2, 3. And you have 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These cancel out their opposites, and you will have two negatives. The answer will be negative 2. Therefore, positive 3 and minus 5 gives you negative 2. So this will be the final answer. Now let's continue to the next section, simplification of algebraic expression containing brackets. Example. Simplify the following. Example 2. Simplify the following algebraic expressions. Okay, let's start from the first example. 2 into AB minus X plus 3 into X minus 2 AB. Let's try to simplify this expression. As I said earlier, to simplify such expression, your first step is just removing the bracket using distributive property. So here, you distribute 2 on AB, 2 times AB, it gives you 2AB. And 2 times minus x is this, minus 2x. 2 and negative 1. Simply you multiply the coefficient. 2 and minus 1. You have minus 1 here. 2 and negative 1 is minus 2. So just put the variable next to the number. Here, let's multiply these two. Positive 3 times x is this, positive 3x. Again, let's multiply positive 3 with minus 2. Just simply multiply the numbers and leave the variable as it is. So 3 and negative 2 is product. It gives you negative 6, and then you have AB. So next to this, we'll try to collect the like terms. Here, AB and AB are like terms, so let's put them together. 2AB minus 6AB. Again here, these two are like terms. So you have negative 2x and positive 3x. Now, these two are like terms, so you can add their numerical coefficient, 2 and negative 6. What's the sum of 2 and negative 6? Here, you have 2 positive and 6 negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These two opposites, they cancel out. So you have 4 negatives, negative 4. Therefore, 2AB minus 6AB is this, minus 4AB. Again here, what would be the sum of minus 2x and positive 3x? Here you have 2 minus and 3 plus. So these two cancel out, you have 1. So only positive, 1 positive. Therefore, minus 2x plus 3x gives you this, plus 1x. So simply, we write in this form. This is the last simplified answer, since these two are not like term, we cannot add. Simply, we leave the answer as it is. Now, I will give you one question for you. Take this one. 3 into x plus y minus 2 into x minus y. What will be the simplified answer for this? I will give you 20 seconds for this. Students, have you tried the question? Very nice. Now, let's see the answer together. Here, using distributive property, you can distribute 3 on both x and y. So, here the coefficient of x 1, so you multiply 3 with 1. 3 times 1 is 3, 3x. Here it is, 3x. 3 times y, or 1y, you have 3y. Now let's multiply this. Minus 2 times x. Don't forget this minus sign. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Again, don't forget this minus. Minus 2 and minus y. The product of two negatives, as we say, it is positive. Therefore, minus 2 and minus y, it gives you positive 2y. Now, we collect like terms. Here you have 3x and minus 2x. So 3x minus 2x, 3y and 2y are like terms. So you have plus 3y and plus 2y. What will be the sum of 3x and minus 2x? You have 1x. It is positive x. Plus 3y plus 2y gives you what? It is 5y. These two are not like, so we leave the answer as it is. This is a simplified answer for this expression. That's all. So, this is all about today's lesson. I will give you questions for you to try at home. Simplify the following algebraic expression. A 4ab minus 3ac plus 2ab minus ac plus 4. First question. Second, 5 into x squared minus y squared plus 2 into y squared minus x squared. C 2 x plus y minus 3 into y minus x. Please, students, try this question. I will give you 1 minute to copy the question. This is all about today's lesson. Until next lesson, goodbye.